Welcome back to Auto Nation All Access here at Dignity Health Sports Park. As can you believe it, the Broncos get their first win of the season. And we are joined by ESPN senior writer Jeff Legwold for post-game X's and O's. Well, first of all, Leggy, they got the win.
Yeah, and they got what they needed. We talked before the game, turnovers and the run game were the formula, and it's what they had.
All right, well, a big thing was run defense. I mean, last week they just were gashed by Leonard Fournette. Held the Chargers to 35 yards on the ground today. What was the difference?
Well, some of it is that the Chargers played into their hands a little bit. The Broncos had a good plan, and I didn't get a sense the Chargers ever really adjusted to what the Broncos were doing on defense. Did make a personnel change, as we talked about before the game. Mike Purcell did indeed get a lot of snaps, and the reason why was Vic Fangio said after the game, the one thing Mike Purcell does very well is defend the run. So Purcell in the lineup today instead of Adam Gotsis. They bulked up on defense, a little bigger linebacker with Alexander Johnson, and the total effect was they limited those runs up the middle, and they limited those short passes to Eckler and Melvin Gordon both, and kept those things in check, and that really stymied the Chargers offense.
Well, the other thing they did, they finally got some turnovers. I think the biggest one was Kareem Jackson right before the half, getting that forced fumble. He led the team in tackles, but that forced fumble, how big of an impact did that have on the game?
Tremendous play, and just the kind of play they've needed, Romy. I mean, they've not had one of their marquee veteran players make a game-changing play really this year, and they got a couple today, really. Kareem Jackson play at the end of the half. Was kind of surprised Anthony Lynn went for it. 4th and 1, they could have taken the points, elected to not to. And Lynn said after the game, "I gambled and lost," was his quote. And Jackson's played big. Alexander Johnson's interception in the end zone also kept points off the board. You take a touchdown or a field goal in either one of those cases, and the Broncos don't get the win today.
All right, Broncos offense started off hot, then they kind of tapered off. What'd you like? What did you not like?
I think initially, they showed 17 points right out of the gate, scored on 3 of their first 4 drives. They showed they could make plays in the heavier personnel groupings, 2 tight end, 3 tight end even a few times, 2 back, and then they make the big touchdown play to Cortland Sutton out of a 3 wide set. So showed they could be versatile in that opening, flurry, but then kind of went dormant for over a quarter. And that's what they can't have that. They have to figure out a way to turn some of those 3 and outs into at least a couple more plays, first downs, maybe even a field goal or 2.
Well, we'll see if they can do that next week, right? Something to build upon, because they certainly build upon the first 4 games, finally got their win this week. We'll see what they do next week. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. As always, appreciate your insight. And hey, we hope you'll join us tomorrow night for Xfinity Monday Live at the View House Centennial. Our special guest will be Broncos linebacker Todd Davis. He had a handful of tackles today. He'll join us to break down today's win and where the Broncos go from here. All right, it's time now to hear from you, Broncos fans. Let's get it back over to Michael in the studio.
All right, Romy, thanks. Looking forward to a happy Xfinity Monday Live tomorrow. Of course, a different feel for Arbys Fan Talk tonight with the Broncos picking up their first win of the season. Let's check in with Broncos Country.
Time now for Arbys Fan Talk, where you, the fan, get to sound off. Brought to you by Arbys. We have the meats.
We start with our fan tweets, and Jamie gives credit to the Broncos for stepping up their game. He credits all 3 levels of the defense, from the D-line to the linebackers to the DBs as well, and says it is a very satisfying day here in Broncos country. Larry is not totally pleased, however. He's glad the Broncos won, but is worried about the Broncos offense going MIA in the second half. He says somebody needs to check the game plan before the Titans come to town next Sunday. And Josh is happy with the team's win, but he too is worried about the issues in the second half, especially that slow start. Overall, though, he will take the victory. I am with Larry and Josh. A good win. Hardly a perfect game, though. Still plenty to improve on. Now to our fan poll, which we posted online on CBSDenver.com. We wanted to know, what was the best part of the Broncos' victory? Was it the fast start, the fact that they finally forced a turnover, redemption for the run defense, or the dominant running game on offense? 36% of you saying that it was the Broncos finally forcing a turnover, 32% of you saying that it was the fast start, and I think the Broncos will need more of both of those if they want to build on what they did today.
That was this week's Arbys Fan Talk. Next week, we want to hear from you. During the game, tweet along with us. Then afterwards, vote on our fan poll at CBSDenver.com. Fan Talk, brought to you by Arbys. We have the meats.